Hi there. My name is Vance. I'm the lead pastor at the First United Methodist Church of Orlando, and this is a midweek video devotion for Wednesday, December 1st, 2021. Can you believe that? It's the first day of December. We're in our first week of Advent. The theme this week is hope. So you can see I am in our sanctuary at First United Methodist Church of Orlando, and we are decorated for the holidays. This isn't a fake background look. It's actually here. I'm touching it. It's real. This is the most beautiful place. We have a beautiful church anyway, but especially during the holidays, it just looks fantastic. If you haven't been by, I hope you will come by to see the church, worship with us on a Sunday morning or on Christmas Eve. If you haven't been around in a while, time to come back. It's just beautiful. The Sunday afternoon and the Monday before Thanksgiving, a crew of volunteers came in here and just swarmed the place and got this place decorated in 24 hours. Trees went up and decorations and garlands and wreaths and nativity scenes and candles. It's just incredible. Everybody knew what they were doing. You can tell everybody's done it before. Everything goes in its place and it goes up in a particular way. It's like a machine, unbelievable. And we are decorated for the season. We are ready. It's not been such a machine at the Rains house. Our Christmas decoration has been a little bit more of a progression, a work of progress. Here it's done. It got done in 24 hours. Bam, done. My house has been a little different than that. A couple weeks before Thanksgiving, I decided that we needed some lights out on our back porch that would be nice for the holiday, but could look good year-round. So I did that. That was probably 3 weeks ago. Saturday before Thanksgiving, we decided, let's go buy a live tree and get it in the house and in water, and that way it'll live longer. So we did that, and Kelly put lights. And that was it. And then Sunday, we got the decorations out and we put some nativity scenes and some decorations here and there. Last night, I started putting ornaments on the tree. I didn't finish. Probably today, I'll do a little bit more. By the weekend, the tree and decorations inside probably will be done. Maybe in another week, I'll put some lights on the front porch. It's a work in progress. I look around my neighborhood and Thanksgiving weekend, houses just all of a sudden, overnight, we're decorated. It's very impressive. Ours will look great. It just might take a little time. I don't know why that is. Maybe we're just a little on the tired side this year, or maybe we're busy, or maybe my energy isn't what it used to be. We used to be able to get it all up in a day, and now it just takes a little more time. I'm a bit like that. It's not just how I decorate, but the truth is, I'm a work in progress. I'm not complete. If you ever look at my Twitter profile, the bio says, "Please be patient with me. I'm a work in progress. God's not finished with me yet." We'd like to think that we can just sort of arrive. Either you are or you aren't. You are a Christian. You're not a Christian. You are mature or you're not mature. One or the other. But the truth is that spirituality is a work in progress. Knowing who God is and how we relate to God and God's purpose in our lives and God's call in our lives, that is a work in progress. God uses all of it to help us grow and mature and be fruitful, like a tree, right? This tree's been growing for years and years and years to be the beautiful Christmas tree we have this year. That's true for all of us. We grow into who we become. Every life experience, every new lesson, every loss, every success, all of it contributes to our becoming, our growing, our maturing, our advancing in progress, as we're all works in progress. God's working on all of us. And by the way, that's the purpose of Advent. That's the purpose of Advent. Advent means coming or arrival. And so we're anticipating the arrival of Christ, or the celebration of his arrival at Christmas. But Advent implies preparing for that arrival, anticipating, expecting that arrival. We had my daughter when we were in seminary, and we were living in a very small apartment just off the campus of Duke, and all of a sudden we're needing to make space in that apartment for our daughter and preparing for her birth. Well, the only space we really had for a nursery was our dining room. We had a small dining room, so we had to sell all of our dining room furniture, and we used that money to buy a crib and a changing table, and found an old dresser that we painted, and we made space in that little apartment for our daughter's birth and her arrival. But any of you who are parents know that it wasn't just physical space that we prepared. We had to be prepared. We had to read books. We took classes, for Lamaze, and we read books about how you take care of an infant, and we were learning, and we were becoming parents and growing, and then all of a sudden we come home with our daughter, and our family has grown and become something new, and there's more love. Same thing happened at the birth of my son. We create more space in our lives for their arrival, and now we've become something more. I think that's the idea of Advent, is how do we create more space in our life to welcome the arrival of Christ, to take up more space in our lives so that we can continue to grow and become. That's the idea. Now listen, these are traditions, these are holidays. Christ has already come. But spiritually, there's always room, there's always opportunity, there's always the challenge to create more space in our lives for more of Christ so that we can become more Christ-like. So, this really doesn't have anything to do with Christmas decorations. It has everything to do with how we're all growing as works in progress. Advent is a great time to do that. Maybe, let me just make a couple quick suggestions. Maybe it means during this Advent season, I know it's busy, but maybe it's making sure that you come to worship during these days to create that space for Christ. Maybe it's on your own, reading the birth stories in Matthew and in Luke and the Gospels, just to reconnect to them and think about them. Maybe it's reading a devotion. I don't know what it might be for you, but rather than letting Advent just be about decorating for Christmas, shopping for Christmas, baking for Christmas, don't forget that Advent really is about how we create space so that Christ can continue to work in our lives, so that we can move forward as the works of progress that we are. There you go. I hope you're having a blessed Advent, friends. Make the most of it. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.